Hey people, welcome to the channel. Here I am playing Star Citizen. This is the PTU, the latest patch. Not sure if you have some of these new things that you have for testing the, what is it, Drake Golem? Yeah, the mining, the starship, no idea. It's looking a little bit nice, it's looking better. It's looking nice rendering. I don't know about the light or whatnot, but I think it's looking a little bit better than usual. So, I mean, really not much to talk about here, but there is one thing that I really want to talk about. Not so much PTU 4.1 specific, but game specific, Star Citizen specific. So I got an email, which, I think it's the kind of stuff that should stay private. He did say something about telling a little bit of his story. I'll tell as far as I feel comfortable with, and this is a story of your typical Star Citizen player, right? The guy that gets started in the game many years ago, a bit of disposable income, you buy something, you like it, cool, this is fun, we'll keep on doing this, and this was, I think he got started, don't quote me on it, I think it was 2015, something like that. I don't remember exactly when it was. But basically, a player a while back started playing Star Citizen, and he started buying things in Star Citizen, right? He started buying these things with real money. Instead of buying them in the game, he started buying them with real money, which is, dude, go nuts. Enjoy the game any way you want, have fun any way you want. That's perfectly fine, right? He did this. He started buying ships, and he ended up buying, well, quite a few of them. Was Argo, was it the one? Yeah, let me just check that out. So he bought a bunch of different ships, having fun, playing, whatnot, and I assume it was during a period of time, but he ended up spending a few $1,000s, right? Several $1,000s in ship in Star Citizen. Guy with a good income, according to himself. He was doing well, he was doing fine, he had the money for it, and he spent it, which I cannot agree more with that logic. You have the money, spend money any way you want, and that's it, right? And then, as years went by, things started not going as well, right? Maybe not as well in terms of employment and jobs and money, and all of a sudden there was not as much money as there used to be. He was not making as much money as he used to make, and then he got some health issues again. He did tell me about this and told me that it was okay with telling his story. That's as far as I will go in that regard. So health issues, and all of a sudden not making as much money. And of course, at that moment, any little bit more helps, right? And he had racked up quite a bit of pledging, of supporting, of being kind and generous towards Star Citizen. At that moment, he contacted Star Citizen and was like, you know what? I would really appreciate if you return some of my pledge money. Remember, Star Citizen is all about family. It's about the backers. It's about the investors, right? Backers, pledgers, whatever you want to call it. The only word that seems to never be used is sales and buying. No, we're all a big, nice, awesome, cool family here. And given that we're a fantastic, big, beautiful family of diversity and inclusion, he contacted CIG and told them about his problems. I'm struggling with this and that. I could actually use some of that money that I pledged, that I gave you, out of pure charity for things that you were gonna make and actually didn't end up doing. Here is a point where, no doubt, I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a lot of people that think, oh, well, that is money you spent. You cannot expect it back. Okay, I'm with you. Right, you spend the money, you don't have the money anymore. All right, fantastic. Again, this is pledging, this is supporting, this is us being a big, old, wonderful bunch of good old buddies and family and friends and bar citizens and all of this bullshit. So even though you may think, dude, you paid a 30-day claim time, you're done. You're not getting a cent back. All right. And exactly, that's what ended up happening. He contacted them, explained the problems, explained everything, and thank you, but no thank you. We're not giving you a damn thing. You spend the money, it's not there anymore. I don't know exactly how it used to be in the olden days when CIG got started, if you could claim back your money more time. I believe there was something along those lines. I believe that back in the olden days of family pledging, backing, and generosity, I think you had more time. Don't quote me on this. Don't start shitting all over the comments here in YouTube about, I don't know. I think it was something along those lines. I think that back when they got started, you did have more time to, request your pledge to be returned. Don't quote me on this. I'm not sure, but I think there was something along those lines. What I do know for sure is that this has always been about the pledging, the backing, the super awesome community that we have here, and everyone is a big old friendly family. And the reality is that no, it is a business. It's a business that is very much focused on making money, and the legal limit of giving you at least 30 days for your money back, that's all the family you have here, right? So long story short, our friend spent a bunch of money because it's in his right. He later had more difficulties in life and whatnot, and as it is his right, he contacted Star Citizen CIG, right? He contacted them, and as it is his right, he asked for a favor. He asked for a little bit of kindness, a little bit of backing, a little bit of pledging, not for making a game, but for his health, because he was struggling with that very much. And that's where the family ends. That's where all of the bullshit, all of the lies, all of the marketing, all of the sales pitch, all of the promotion tactics hits the concrete floor as hard as this virtual tarmac that I'm jumping on. That's where the bullshit ends. We're not a big old family. We're not a bunch of good old friends. We're not investing. You're not pledging. It is something that's being sold, and in a very debatable point about selling something that's not even there, the money is gone. And depending on where you are, you probably have 30 days to ask for your money back legally. It's not because CIG is kind. It's not coming out of the kindness of their pledging hearts. It's because it's a legal requirement in most countries. In most countries, with something like this, you have 30 days to get your money back because that's the fucking law. Not because they're nice. If they could not give you a damn cent back, they would not. Because it's all about making money, which I'm okay with. I'm okay with making money, right? Companies have their policies. Countries have their different laws. It's all good. It's all cool. It's all great. No issues there. But let's cut the bullshit. Let's stop pretending this is anything but, because it is not. This is what it is, right? It is this. It's a business model that revolves around extreme, voracious, savage marketing, monetizing, sales, promising you the world and then some, and then delivering a very tiny little minority, if that. It is delivering extremely little for what it promotes. But if you believe for a second that we are all a bunch of big old family super spacey dudes, you're an idiot. That is nothing. That's not what this is, right? They sell things that are not even there. They will change those things that they sold. They will then change it again to sell you something else. And as soon as that money leaves your account, it is of course gone, and you have those 30 days, right? As the law dictates in most places. So there's that, and then there's nothing else, right? Be extremely, extremely careful with every little cent you spend here. And I'm saying that not because I think that you thought for a second you could ask for that money back, right? I get why someone would do it. If you are in desperate need for it, I would too. I would at least try to appeal to the kindness of the people that it was kind towards. Even though being a business, being all knowing that it's all bullshit in terms of the marketing and stuff, I would probably still try it if I have that real absolute need. Guys, my advice and the lesson here is don't spend money in this thing that you cannot afford to spend. Make sure you have not just a safety net. Have a fucking giant ass safety net. Have a rainy day fund. Have everything you could possibly want, right? Invest. I mean, I do survival and preparedness. That's my actual profession, right? And one of the things you need the most is not guns or tons of ammunition, even food. Usually what you end up needing during tough times is money. Save up money. Have a nice supply of money. If you don't have that and then some, you have no business spending anything here. Maybe you want to start playing, you buy the Aurora or whatever the fuck it is. My advice really right now, buy the cheapest ship there is. Get your Aurora, or maybe if there's a promo with the Avenger Titan. The Avenger Titan used to be a lot cooler than it is now. Now it's a lot shittier. I used to have a lot of fun just driving that thing. It was the thing I would fly all the time. Now not so much. So spend as little as possible. Now you're really overwhelmingly wealthy. You're a multi-millionaire and you want to spend $50,000 on Star Citizen. Dude, do whatever the fuck you want with your money and your life. I honestly could, whatever, do whatever. But the thing is, if that's really not the case, just because you have a little bit more money, just because you're doing okay, I'm doing okay, yeah, I can afford this. I can afford $1,000 here, $1,000 there. Dude, don't do that in this thing. Don't do it. Don't waste ridiculous money on this thing. And again, I completely get that whatever is ridiculous money for you is completely different from what it is for someone else. Someone else, $100 in this is insanity. Spending $100 in a game is stupid. Spending $500 in a game is insane. For someone out there, spending $10,000 on a game or a pen, right? Buying a Mont Blanc Artisan for $100,000, that's pocket change for some people. Not for me, but for some people it is. It will just drop $100K on a pen. The pen is probably, well, not probably. Buying a $100,000 pen is a far better idea than spending $1,000 in this game, right? Trust me on that. Believe me. Yeah, you have the disposal, again, do whatever. But the pen you can probably sell. maybe even for the same money or maybe even more, depending on the collectability and whatnot. These things are pretty wild. But here, dude, fuck no. You will not get a single cent more. You can go to the gray market and maybe try to sell your account. I assume, some people can do it, or maybe you can do something. But it's gonna be so much more difficult than you think. Don't fall for the stupid idea that you're investing in Star Citizen. Don't fall for the stupid idea that, I'll just go and sell it. Don't do that. Be a lot smarter than that. You don't want to be the guy that one day looks back and regrets the money he spent here. Alright? That's just me, guys. I know this isn't just a fun video like I usually do, but I owe it to the viewer that contacted me with his with this issue that he's having, right? I owe it to him to talk about this with other folks as well, right? Just maybe someone else out there is going to be a little bit more cautious after hearing this. Have a good one, guys. Take care.